drop a beat.
This is how
it starts.
Y'all didn't know I have a DJ name on the weekends?
We drop a different beat.
All right, it is time for the Funkast Blast.
Ooh, Funkast Blast. Funkast Blast.
Funkast
Pew.
Blast.
Pew, pew, pew.
Funkast Blast. Pew, pew, pew.
Today we won't chew into the mics this time.
Is that a better one?
That was awesome.
What's up, fanatics? Welcome to episode 127 of the Funko Funkast, the only official Funko podcast recorded at Funko HQ in Everett, Washington. This is your host, Sully.
This is Cameron.
Oh, hey, it's Ashley from work.
And we're joined by a special guest this week.
Spencer, the marketing event manager.
Oh.
Well.
Wow.
Coming at you.
You put your hand on your hips. I think I saw a cape pop out when you said that. I love it.
Posture is very important.
It is. It's all. That's how you project.
Yeah, so you speak from your core and project.
As I'm laying in the fetal position.
I know.
I'm hunched over like an old lady with back problems.
cocktail
Ashley
shrimp
continues
over here.
digging her way through the floor.
You're dipped in cocktail sauce?
Don't look at my feet.
You guys join us regularly. I hope you've joined us before. If not, this is your chance to start listening to the Funko Funkast. We do several different types of Funcasts, and this week is a getting to know episode. It's our opportunity to bring you people from inside Funko, sometimes some guest stars from outside Funko, to get to know them a little better. And this week it's kind of a 2-for-1 because we've got Spencer with us, and we're 1 week, while we're recording this, 1 week away from Funko Hollywood grand opening.
Yeah.
LA, baby.
LA baby.
And that's why we brought Spencer on, because he's been integral in the planning for the big event. So we want to let you get to know him a little bit and then talk about Funko Hollywood. For those of you who are going to join us, we'll see you soon. If you did not get to plan to come on out, we'll miss you. But lots of fun stuff coming the rest of this year. So first up, we're going to jump in. We're going to ask Spencer a few of the same questions you hear in the other Getting to Know episodes and see what he's got for us. Spencer, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here at Funko.
Certainly. So my job here at Funko, again, marketing event manager. So I'm the event manager for event activations that Funko has other than booths at conventions. I believe there was already a previous episode featuring Somali, who's the unquestionable lord and master of all Funko convention booths and their operations. So that's her game. Mine is the other stuff that we do. So far in my almost 3 months with Funko, boy, it feels like longer sometimes. We put on a media-focused event alongside New York Comic Con, hyping Frozen 2 and Star Wars Episode 9 product, along with some other products. We had the preview party, the invite-only, very, very special party celebrating the almost opening of Funko Hollywood this past week when at the time of recording, and my other big one is of course this Monday's grand opening at the Funko Hollywood store. First time it'll be opened truly to the public.
So you just eased into the position. You haven't really had a whole lot to do in these first 3 months. It sounds like
Slow ramp up.
Yeah. Have you ever seen those cartoons of Wile E. Coyote just falling off a cliff? That's rather what my ramp up at Funko was like.
And then you just learn.
Straight into it. But yeah, that's Funko operates quickly and with purpose. But it's been great working with everybody here. We really have been able to pull off some amazing stuff in a short amount of time. And the store opening is going to be. The store looks amazing right now, and there are a couple finishing touches on it between now and Monday, and it'll look even more amazing once all our fanatics and friends come to visit it.
we're definitely going to get to that in a little bit because we definitely want to talk a lot about Funko Hollywood. He's excited. We're going to have to guide him slowly,
and it's still fresh.
It's baby's first Funkast. But origin story. So, like many Funko employees, I was born in the great state of Texas.
Yes.
Born in Houston, grew up in Dallas for a long time.
Fist pump.
It's all right.
So you put your shirt back on
because they don't understand. And I went to high school around here in Seattle. Went to college at University of Nebraska. Go Cornhuskers! For all the Nebraska-based Funko Nebraska-based fanatics out there. And then I came back to Seattle and got into the events world through a couple of like third-party production agencies. Was with Pokemon, the Pokemon Company International for a while, and then the Seattle Visitors Bureau. So a bunch of like conventions and hotel stuff and event space stuff and event operations. And not too long ago, I saw that the Funko PR team was hiring an event manager, and threw my hat in the ring, and the rest is history.
Now, I'm guessing I know the answer to this, but did you know a little bit about Funko before applying?
A little. I was familiar with the products. I had a couple. I didn't really, and I'd seen the booths at like Emerald City Comic Con and other shows before. I didn't really grasp until I started doing more research for the job application, the true like breadth of how many products and how many licenses and IPs are represented, and just how much cool stuff Funko makes and has a hand in. So doing that research just got me even more excited for the idea of the role.
I think that's one thing that a lot of fans don't realize. Usually until they step into Funko HQ or soon to be Funko Hollywood, and you walk them around, you go, these are all Funko and Loungefly products. And they're like, wait, what?
I didn't know you had, you know, anything. There's so many people that say, even at the VIP event, it was like, oh, I didn't know you guys had, you know, backpacks and bags. And I didn't know you had, you know, Pokemon or Overwatch or whatever. It's so much.
Or
It's
I didn't
so
know you had a Golden Girls board game.
No
Like,
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Well,
one
we
gets
do.
people to light up.
Oh yeah, that one got a real good reaction, in particular at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I, as part of the interview, during the interview process, I watched the Netflix documentary, and I did more like deep diving into the brand and everything, and truly became a fan of Funko itself as part of the interview, and then I also got the job. So,
What's one thing in your research that surprised you the most about Funko that you didn't know?
I think just the truly humble origins of the company, like just a garage in a suburb outside the greater Seattle area, cranking out like a couple of bobbleheads. And then in a really like very comparatively short amount of time, turning into really like one of the names to know in fandom and in consumer goods that represent major brands, major movies that are coming out, like most of the TV shows that the like American public has ever heard of in the last 20, 30 years. So,
Like you said, quickly and with purpose.
absolutely.
Didn't mess around. I love that. I jotted that down. We always taught the getting to know based on the person's name, but that would be the title of this one if I needed a title. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
New
that-
motto for us.
Yeah.
That's a good just motto for events operations planning in general, is like you just quickly and with purpose, just do.
Yeah, it's a nice way of saying just get it done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is a nicer
No
way of
kidding.
saying get it done.
Get her done. All right, let's talk.
Yeah,
this is
get
a
her
little
done.
Texas jab there. Yeah, and he's not even from Texas, so whatever.
He's from Nebraska. I know, because he came to a football game that I was at in Nebraska.
Just a
Are we on
random
the right
football game.
podcast?
What? Ashley, should we get out of here?
Yeah, let's,
I don't feel
You guys
safe.
stumbled into the Texas cast.
Oh
Whoa.
my god.
Ye also ha.
Ye and or ha.
Sounds like you feel the same way about that statement as I do.
Yeah.
Ye, and I cannot stress this enough. Ha.
You got to put the right emphasis on the right syllable, and it's the ha in that one for sure.
Yeehaw.
Ye is merely the ramp up. Ha. That's where you bring it home.
alrighty.
I'll definitely got to note that.
Thanks
one,
for
too.
joining us on the
Another good
Funko
seg-
Cowboy podcast. Tune in next week for more variations on Yeehaw.
Not to be mistaken with the Cowboys, we will not be doing that.
No official affiliation with the Dallas Cowboys or any other Cowboys.
All right, speaking of fandoms, that's a nice segue. Let's talk fandoms and you. Our motto here is everyone is a fan of something.
Yes.
What are your biggest fandoms?
I take kind of a jack of all fandoms approach. I'm moderately into a lot of things, not super deep dive into a ton of them, but certainly like tabletop games, board and otherwise. Dabbling in comics to a certain extent. I think Cameron and I share a special place in our hearts for Scott Pilgrim.
Scotty P.
Scotty P.
Scott Trick. P.
Movies and TV, like broadly, in particular, the two shows that at any given time will be on in my home are either Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Parks and Rec.
Both solid.
You're allowed to stay.
Yeah, thank you. And because it has the same creator, I do want to point out, I do really like The Good Place. I just don't, right now, I don't feel like it's as good to have. It's as fitting just for like background noise, whereas Parks and Rec, I just leave on all day, forever.
Well, hot take.
Well, the good
That
place.
was a heaty tea.
The good place.
That was
I
a
feel like
heebie-tee.
you need to give it your full attention because it's a lot more like going on. Whereas the good place, I can just look up and be like, Ron said something funny.
I know
and
what
I'll
you
go
mean.
back to whatever.
Because I think Parks and Recreation feels like a world that you could feasibly live in a lot of ways. So it's very comfortable. It's really like low stakes a lot of the time. But
Yeah.
it's really fun to watch. But The Good Place is so metaphorical at times.
That's not a documentary?
I mean, well, we don't know. Well, we haven't gotten to
They
the
haven't
end, so we
confirmed
actually
either way.
don't know.
Stay tuned for the finale.
The class I took in college had an ethics course, had made us watch 2 whole episodes of The Good Place because of the ethics involved. and all
gosh.
that,
Really?
so.
Was Chidi the special
Deep.
guest?
He should have been, but yeah, that was one of the episodes we had to watch though.
I wonder
cool.
how many times he's been invited to be some sort of special speaker
Yeah,
in
no
college
kidding.
about ethics
Yeah.
at this point. He could probably just rattle off all his lines from the show and just put together a whole speech.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we kind of hinted to this. We asked you about fandoms, and you gave us some of your favorite shows. How about characters, specific characters?
Also going back to Scott Pilgrim, Kim Pines in particular.
yeah.
Partially because I too am a drummer, and also because Kim Pines spends that entire series calling out other characters on their garbage, and I also would like to have the ability to just constantly be able to call people out on their garbage where it's socially acceptable to do that all the time. But I would like to have friends, so I don't do that all the time. And another one that leaps to mind is probably Garnet from Steven Universe. I just think it's a really interesting character, partially because of what Garnet is, like a fusion of two, literally in universe fusion of 2 very disparate characters that come together. And so just her character is interesting and laid back and funny, but she's also a good the show uses her really well as a metaphor for relationships, and two people of different backgrounds, personalities, coming together to form something greater than the sum of their parts and their own separate experiences. And she's voiced by Estelle, so her songs are always really good too.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
Who is on your business card?
Voltron.
Ah.
Excellent question. The Netflix remake edition of Voltron.
Nice.
My first choice was going to be the Megazord from Power Rangers, the OG one, but in terms of how it is translated into pop form, I did like the design of Voltron better, and I figured it was thematically similar enough because it is also 5 robots from space that make a larger robot from space. So Voltron.
I don't see the connection.
Yeah.
More people are going with one single character on their cards.
Yeah,
this year, I've noticed.
Like a
Statement
statement
character.
pop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Wow. When did
I'd
we
shove,
grow up?
10 on those if I could.
I-
Freeze the max.
I had something of an existential crisis at first because for those of you listening at home who may not know, you get a choice of up to any 3 pops that have ever been made. I don't know. There may be some restrictions around limiteds or
I think for the
SDCC
most
editions or
part,
whatever.
You can just
I
get
think you can
them.
do whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Within
As long
reason.
as there's a render.
But I it becomes very self-reflective very quickly because it's what 3 do I want? What 3 sum up me as a person? Who am I as a person? Oh my God. And then,
You're just wandering the countryside.
yeah. I just walk up and down the sidewalks of downtown Everett wondering who I truly am.
Cue the montage.
Yeah. And then
Took a dark turn. I'm sorry.
and so I settled on a space robot because yeah. And the true answer is I like space robots. My official answer is events also are combinations of disparate things coming together to
Wow.
form an experience greater than
Wow.
You're
whole.
really thinking. Mine
Mic
was
drop.
I liked
thinking it.
I liked the Sexpo Bomb 3-pack. It's on there. There's 3. Blip. Done.
Yeah, there's I am technically in the PR team, so pretty
For
much any
sure.
question in a work context, there's the real one, and then there's the prepared for public
That's fair.
consumption one.
Well, now we're always going to know what the second answer is then.
Space robots, yes.
That's always the
Yep.
answer.
Space robots.
Just like our answer is always 7 if we don't know the answer.
That's right.
Yours is just space robots.
podcast number.
What do we have lined up for late 2020 in the Hollywood store? Space robots. Don't hold me to that. That's not the official statement of Funko.
Oh my God.
The first words I say may be space robots. That does not mean that the true answer is space robots.
So 7 space robots
7
coming
space
to
robots.
Funko Hollywood next year. Not confirmed. All right, so I asked you earlier, you knew what Funko was before coming on. You learned a little bit more. You said you had a couple of items already. I guess that doesn't make you a full-on Funko collector at that point. What did you collect before coming to Funko?
Enamel pins.
Oh,
Disney.
yes.
A couple.
Oh, just a couple? I'm surprised. That's like the
You do know
the
they
Mecca.
make enamel pins, right?
Oh, I'm.
What?
Really? Can a person purchase these?
Are there how many are there?
With
One or 2 or
currency?
3 of them, or
I think a couple. I do have a couple from Disney parks. I'm not the collect the whole set type of collector. I more get them like as reminders of particular things that happen. So like I got one from the first trip that my wife and I took to Disneyland before she was my wife at the time, and I got one from a later trip, which was just another event at Disneyland. And I have a bunch where like I got this one from a big Pokemon event, I got this one from a big Microsoft event, I got this one from a Mozilla event. I got this one just because I thought it looked cool, but it was a particularly sunny day, so I got a pin.
It was August 18th.
Yeah, I like them as kind of mementos for an experience. Is the approach that I take.
Do you have them displayed a certain way? Like, do you have a cork board or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I have a
Nice.
cork board at home. They're not really. They're kind of grouped thematically and by criteria.
That's a lot of work
in
to
my
do
own
that,
head.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worn out just listening to it.
Yeah.
Well,
I need to do
fuck
that
goes
to my
into it.
Disney pins, but
Yeah, but I like enamel pins in particular because they're bright and they're fun, but they're also small. I personally don't like amassing things that just take up a ton of space, because then just the logistics of the thing for me kind of detract from like I have collected things in the past that took up more space, and I found that especially living in a bunch of apartments because it's Seattle.
Yeah.
I started to kind of resent like the collection because of how much space it took up. So I downsized and shifted a little and discovered in a friend actually got the enamel pins bug on me. But that was just a lot easier to move and rearrange, and like you can grab like one or two and put it on a lanyard at a con or at a bag or on a jacket lapel kind of thing. You can use them as accent pieces and then very easily like put them back.
yeah.
He gets it.
I have a whole theory.
You can stay.
Yes, you may stay.
You may stay.
Each one of these is like another level that you've passed.
Like,
And we'll see if you make
time
it all
for
the
you
way to
to-
the end.
This is your Slumdog Millionaire right now.
I was going to ask you what got you into collecting Funko, but I think we kind of hint on that. I'll change it up slightly. Since you've come on, are there things that you've considered must-haves? Have you added anything really cool to your collection that you're excited about?
I did get I've kind of been taking the same approach with the pops that I've been amassing. Like I try to have them associate with particular, like I have one from my first day. I have one from New York. I have the Samurai Jack 2-pack from NYCC this year because I really like Samurai Jack, and that is my like, this is my reminder of I did a thing at this con. And I have one, what is Big Yella, who's like an ad icon, the original Corn Pops.
Weird.
I don't know who put it on my desk. It just appeared.
It had to have been Sharon.
That's a sign.
Sharon.
Somebody's trying to send a message.
The Sharon, for those of you listening at home, who sits next to me and is one of the point people for shop.funko.com. She disavows. She denies that she did it. All I know
she
is
looks innocent, but I bet it was Sharon.
all I know is that I came in one day and there was just a big head, giant chinned cowboy on my desk, and I was like, well, clearly this is me in pop form. But why? So that doesn't associate to a particular event, but I kept him and I love him.
Be on the
great.
lookout for Spencer in full Big Yellow cosplay at the Funko Hollywood grand opening.
Can neither confirm nor deny.
That would be amazing.
I mean,
That'd be pretty good,
you guys
actually.
would be matching then, because you have your. Are you bringing your?
Then will you wear?
We'll see.
Oh, okay, Sully's playing Coy Sully.
Yep,
Coy
Coy
Sully.
Sully.
Hollywood Sully.
I couldn't go with the yellow hat.
No, your orange.
He's
is
gotta
such
go
your
orange.
brand.
Gotta go orange.
Orange.
That's how we can tell you two apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, just look for the guy in the cowboy hat, not the yellow one, the orange.
The other one,
Yeah,
the other one.
exactly. Vice versa.
But yeah, those are a couple of big ones that jump out to me that have been fun. But I have a tidy little collection now. I think it's localized at my desk for now. It is not spread to any area
how it
of my
starts.
home. But
how it
yeah,
starts,
that's
yeah.
what I've been
give
told
it
is
time.
like yeah.
What I'm hearing between the lines is I fear this is about to turn into a really big thing, and I'm not really going to fight it. I'm just going to pretend to fight it a little bit.
Well,
Yeah,
slowly.
I'll put up a token resistance, and what happens then is in the brand's hand, is in Freddy's hands.
We'll use this as documentation, then we'll check back again on November 11th next year and see where Spencer is. This will be like our own little time hop.
How's your collection? And I'll just bring up pictures of the structure that I've built in my backyard to house all of them.
I've moved to the suburbs. I have a 4-bedroom house. We live in a barn out back, so we have plenty of room for it.
Mostly for the pops.
All right, I feel like we've gotten to know you pretty well, but one of the things that we do with every guest that we have on is what I like to call bonus questions. These are questions that we get from fans on the Funcast on a regular basis because, one, they love us to talk about food. and
Food is great.
we're able to do that.
Food is good.
Yep. Food is
We
good.
like food.
Yep.
Food is
We'll go on
good.
record saying food good.
Food good. Good
food
food.
equals good.
Yeah.
It's efficient, and if you're going to be anything, you should be efficient.
It's going to be one thing. Be efficient.
I think this time around, to get you guys in the mix more, I'm going to let y'all ask the bonus questions.
Oh.
I have to read?
Yes.
All right. Okay. This is maybe the one that we get the most. But do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
I think pineapple absolutely deserves to be on pizza if the person eating the pizza wants it there.
Spencer can stay.
I
Coy.
believe pineapple is an acceptable thing to put on pizza. Hawaiian pizza, I don't know how it's been so maligned
Thank
as
you.
a variety of pizza,
Yes.
but it deserves to exist just like every other type of pizza. Most other types of pizza.
Hot take.
Hot takes.
So weird how the mic just cut out for the last 30 seconds. It's such a shame we missed that.
Spencer
Dude,
just fell over.
Is
and
it the
his cheek-
texture that you don't like about it?
you
Like,
know,
is it the texture, the flavor?
I
Like,
honestly just
doesn't
had
mix?
to pick a side on this thing in the
What?
beginning, and
And now he's sticking to it.
Stephanie Straw, who was on from Funko Games,
Yeah.
I think it was her that said she wants jalapenos with pineapple
Yeah.
on pizza.
Have you done that yet?
I haven't.
Ooh, you might like that.
That sounds really good.
Maybe even some like sausage or some bacon.
I like the look of hope in
You're
Cameron's
saying-
eyes.
I'm trying to think of like
You're saying this so tantalizingly.
like some kind of meat also, like
Now you hand gestures in there.
That's
now?
right. Meat,
Put
spice,
those down.
jalapeno.
Put those down.
I don't
This is
know.
a perfect
I don't
term
know.
for a
There's-
moving on.
There is choreography that goes with Cameron's pizza pitch.
Ashley's not a pizza fan or a pineapple on
No,
pizza
I don't
fan.
like warm fruit
Yeah.
on my pizza.
And I respect
And I
that.
love fruit.
literal hot take.
Love pineapple. I love grilled pineapple, but not on cheese.
If someone grilled pineapple, then put it on an already cooked pizza,
I don't think so. I'd eat them separately. I'd take the pineapple off.
Pineapple
and eat 'em
inside,
separately,
Yeah.
while
Alright.
dipping it all in ranch.
I like that
Ugh.
Spencer's approach
Ranch is
is
nasty.
if you want to have it, you should be able to have it without people telling you it's bad.
That was the most PR answer
that
I've
is-
ever
yeah.
heard.
Yes.
I am in the
Certainly
PR
is.
department.
No
I
kidding.
kind of have to. I am. If it is a pro or anti question, I am pro.
Whatever you want.
Pineapple on
Yeah.
pizza. I will
Whatever
not
you
force
want.
it on people who do not want it, but I believe it deserves to exist in this world.
Thank you.
I was going to ask him for his
beautiful.
real answer, but I knew he'd just go space robot.
Yeah.
So I-
Space robot pizza.
See above space robots. Rewind the podcast for space robots. Thank you.
That isn't the last food question, by the way.
Yeah, here's
Oh,
the
I
next
figured, yeah.
food question that we get quite often. What is or where is the best burger you've ever had? Where?
Ooh,
While you're thinking, this is a real test here, sir.
this is a real test.
I don't want to oversell this, but go ahead and
Best
prep the door.
Single.
Prep
Burger.
the door.
I think that okay, I'm going to be a real hipster here, and I'm going to say the best burger I've had in Seattle, I'll qualify it a little bit, is at a place that no longer exists. They have closed. I am
Wow.
brokenhearted.
You had to be there.
Yep. It was in the Wallingford neighborhood, and it was called Wally Burger, and it may have been improved for me only because the owners are were from Austin, I believe, somewhere in Texas. So it had a whole
my
Texas vibe to it, which may have increased my enjoyment.
Sully said prep the door a few minutes ago. I don't know if we
What I
prepped
meant
the
was
door.
seal that. This man is staying in the
Seal
room.
the door.
He's kicking us out.
He knows what's good.
Oh, okay. So
Seal the door shut.
that was my
Oh.
favorite. If I were to direct someone to a quality burger in the city of Seattle today, I would point them to Lil Woody's, which has a few locations around town, and they are real good.
I have heard good things about Lil Woody.
and they
highly
usually have
recommend.
like a monthly or whatever
Oh
special.
yeah, they
where
have rotating
different-
specials all the time.
yeah.
They get like celebrity chefs to make
pretty
like
cool.
special things for the menu periodically.
And Sully has left.
So-
Oh, there it goes. There's a Sully shaped hole in the wall from where it
Yeah.
crashed directly through.
Yeah. Oh, burger.
Oh, burger. Wait, Sully, where's the best burger you've ever?
Where's the best burger?
Is that where you said you went? Your favorite was someplace in Amsterdam. You can't remember?
That's it.
Yep.
There's a couple, but that's the one that stands out. And
Wonder
and
why.
No. Before I was gonna try to prevent this exact thing.
Jet lag?
Yes.
I think Sully's gonna have to explain
Exhaust
this
Time
one.
difference.
Chill
it's really
mode, bro.
quite draining.
I was hungry and in no way altered
Right.
by anything other than just sheer appetite.
I don't know what you're
Boy.
implying.
No, it was very, very good. And then a close second would be a place in Texas, Cypress area called
Whataburger.
Love Shack. Well, no, Whataburger's my favorite fast food chain.
Whataburger has a special place in my heart as well, but I would not call it the best objectively quality burger I've ever had in my life.
Just wait till you see the beautiful Christmas sweater that arrived yesterday at the Sully household that I'll be wearing later this week.
Did you put it on immediately?
You're gonna wear it this week?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna wear it as many times as I can.
I'm so
Probably
proud of
after
you.
So that will
Christmas too.
stand alone. Here
By
soon.
itself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I am gonna wash it occasionally.
Yeah, come on, Ashley.
We're not
I
animals.
wouldn't wash a Christmas sweater. That's fine. It's fine fabric.
Well, you wash
You
it. and
dry
then
clean.
You
dry
lay
clean.
it out
I
to
see.
dry.
We're
Just
gonna
drop
clean
it in the
it
dry
somehow.
cleaning in the stairwell. Just like
Whose bright orange sweater is? Oh, never mind.
It could be anyone's.
they could literally.
Matches that fool's hat.
Yeah, the hat's in there too.
Well, so you said that Whataburger was not your favorite burger. Is it your favorite fast food burger? If not, what is your favorite fast food burger?
Favorite fast food? Where do I go? Where do I get burgers? I don't.
Wally
If you
Burger or
don't, that's
nothing.
fine too.
Well, now that Wally Burger is gone, oh god, this is tougher than I thought.
Popular answers include Shake Shack, In-N-Out, Whataburger, Dick's.
Dick's hold a special place in my heart, but I'd be more careful with my usage of the word good to describe it. I would describe it as greasy. I would describe it as satisfying.
It's real good at like 2 in the morning.
It's absolutely good at
It
2 in the
serves
morning.
a purpose, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that is
God,
when it
yes.
is at peak quality.
Like those tacos from Jack in the Box that shouldn't be called tacos, that should be
Yeah.
called deep fried beef crispies, but serve the best purpose when you're super altered at 2 in the
Super
morning and
altered.
need something.
Deep fried beef crispy.
I've put a lot of thought into this.
Good, good, good.
Beef crispies.
They're not tacos.
Oh
I mean,
my
they're
God.
tacos by definition, but they're not.
Let's
tacos.
move on.
I guess I would. Sorry, I guess I would land. I would land on water.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Thinking of fast food chains and to
that's
stop being hipster about
saying
things that are
something.
local to Seattle.
Hot take.
I think I'm going to go with Whataburger.
There you go.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That door
Pressured,
stands
I had to
sealed.
think about it.
Rigged.
Rigged.
We are something of a voting block in
Rigged.
the office.
You know, now that y'all started doing the rigged thing enough, people will use it on comments on social channels or like at things. And I'm like, wait, are they being serious or are they quoting us? I don't know if I should be offended or high five them.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of rigged, I just wanted to take a moment to wish Squeakers a happy birthday.
Oh yeah. I know.
Squeakers is the plastic squeak
Plastic
toy
rat at my desk.
on Ashley's desk that's a rat named Squeakers, and Squeaker's son for shame.
This is a real thing.
And he has a brother too, but I don't think I ever named him.
No, just
And Squeakers was born on November 11th.
it's just been about a year since Squeakers showed up.
Okay. Since more
or take.
like his adoption anniversary than strictly.
Yeah,
a
We
day.
don't know where he came.
Yeah,
Well,
came into
he could
being.
be
a
from
1,000
Sarah,
years old.
but we don't know where Sarah got Squeakers.
Some say Squeakers has always been there.
Aw.
Probably in this building.
It's
Absolutely.
about the squeakers we met along the way.
The journey is the Squeakers.
All right, and I'll take this last one of the bonus questions so we can get back on track because, good Lord, where'd we go?
How dare you?
If Funko could make any one pop of your choice, no licensing restrictions, any character, what would you like to see Funko make?
I have thought about this one from past Getting to Know You episodes, and I will say from the Adventure Zone, the first campaign, pops of Justin Travis and their father, whose name I'm blinking out, Clint McElroy.
Nice save.
That scared me. Their characters from the Adventure Zone, plus another one of Griffin as the DM, presumably like in a robe holding a D20 with a third eye or something to represent that he's the god of that story. I think pops of those 4 would be amazing.
So you've not thought about this at all.
Nope, off the top of my head.
And did you notice those names that he just mentioned? Those are the brothers from My Brother and Me.
Oh, yeah, the
podcast.
McElroy boys.
The McElroy brothers.
Sully is
2 of which
obsessed with
live
it.
in Austin.
Okay, I don't know why you're looking at me every time a Texas city shows up.
It all comes
reactions
back
are always
to
so
I'm just
good,
like-
though.
the great state of Texas.
I mean, just by sheer geography and square mileage,
But
odds
yeah,
are good.
Odds
Texas
are
is going to
good,
come
great.
Up. Yeah.
I would love to have a taco from TV pop in particular. With the Umbra staff, I'd be so happy.
He has put some thought into it.
Is that from the podcast line?
Oh, now that would be a really cool thing. Not confirmed.
Said the host of the Funko podcast.
That would be
Just like
neat.
podcasts would be a good idea as the podcast
I
host.
might be on board for something like that. Twist my arm.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right. We've gotten to know Spencer. I think everybody in the audience has a good feel for what you're into, what kind of guy you are. Let's talk about Funko
get it.
Hollywood. Yeah, we've talked enough about
I am now
you.
a defined quantity.
We need to talk Funko Hollywood, and the whole reason I'm doing this, in addition to getting to know you, is to give fans who are going to be attending some idea of what the day looks like on the day of, which is November 18th, next Monday. It's
coming up.
A week from the day we're recording, just like 5 days from the day you probably listen to this.
Math.
Oh God.
Cameron started a chant.
Yeah,
so many
that's right.
metrics.
Wow.
Whew,
The
that's
rare math
It's
chant.
late in the day.
I saw Jack just popped her head in. No, it's not about you. All right. Tell us, in your own words, what's the big day? What do we look forward to? What to expect?
Absolutely. So, day one of Funko Hollywood being accessible to the public is Monday, November 18th. In the interest of ensuring the most positive experience for the most people possible, we're kind of taking a page out of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge playbook. We're having structured entry times where a specific number of people during each entry time will be allowed in over the course of the day. This allows everyone, especially on that first day when like energy and hype is going to be at its maximum, we want to make sure everyone has space to psychologically and physically explore the store, check it out, like spend time in it, get to know the space and all the cool stuff that's built out in there. So over the course of the day, there will be 5 entry waves. Schedule is available on the Funko website, funko.com/Hollywood-FAQ. And we had a zero-cost pre-registration go up, which did sell out in about 15 minutes. Before the first wave enters the store at 10 a.m., we will have set up built in a surface parking lot across the street from the store. It's at the southwest corner of Hollywood Boulevard and North Gower Street, where those who are pre-registered will be able to come and pick up their wristband for whatever entry time they have over the course of the day. This is specifically designed so that folks can get there early, get their wristband, and then leave the area. You don't have to sit directly in front of the store. You don't have to just stay in a parking lot until you go inside. You can get your wristband. You can explore Hollywood Boulevard, see all the cool stuff along the Walk of Fame. We will be about 1 block from the LA Metro Red Line, so you can hop on that and explore anywhere else in the city along the metro system and come back in time for your entry time for the store. We will also have a standby line in the parking lot, so for people that pre-registered but need to cancel at the last second or aren't able to make it, stuff gets in the way, we still want to make sure the maximum number of people are able to get in the store. So there will be a standby line going the entire day, and as capacity becomes available on a first-come, first-served basis, we'll give wristbands to people in the standby line to get in as well. So we're going to do our absolute best to accommodate as many people as possible getting into the store in a safe, controlled, measured way so they can have the best time possible on the first day of operation for Funko Hollywood.
Well
Wow,
said.
yeah.
That's
That
a
was
lot
great.
of info. Now, a lot of this will be available as well in a blog post we have on Funko.com in the blog called Everything You Need to Know About Funko Hollywood. So if you guys heard that, if you want to go and read it as well, go to that blog post. If we come up with other questions that fans delivered to us that we need to deliver that information to everyone, we'll put it back in that blog post. But we'll also be posting on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram about the opening in case any of that comes up. If you guys have questions, as I joked about before, go read the blog post. If
Read
you
it
have the
again.
question, read it again.
One
Read
more
it a
time.
third time, and then come to us on social. Always read first. Click the link. You know, it's free to click the link.
It's free.
Yeah.
But it is free. Between that blog post and the FAQ page, which goes into a lot more granular detail, we've done our best to address as many questions in advance as we could think of. But yeah, we're like, if there's a burning question that a lot of people have, we're happy to put that messaging together too. Whatever will help the most people have the best time.
Now, one question I've gotten a lot is what is going to be going on that day? Like, people know they're going to be able to get in the store and see the awesome store and take photos in there, but what's going on outside? Anything?
So we'll have more stuff going on in the parking lot. It's going to be more than just wristband pickup and then standing around. We're bringing out a couple of local food trucks for the occasion. We'll have some like oversized outdoor games there. We'll have picnic tables and umbrellas set up for people to hang out and like enjoy themselves. I know that this type of thing is a great opportunity for the Funko community who maybe haven't seen each other in a long time to hang out. So there will be space for them to like mix and mingle and catch up. And then we're also going to be having some little surprise and delight moments throughout the day as well. We'll have some surprises in there to keep things interesting. But yeah, we absolutely didn't want it to feel like, well, Funko had us just stand in this parking lot until we go into a store. Like, that's kind of lame. We'll have other stuff going on, but also like we wanted to make it possible for people to explore the rest of the boulevard. There's a ton to do within a very manageable walking distance or a very manageable like LA Metro distance. There's bus lines beyond just the train. Of course, LA is a very rideshare friendly city, so if you want to hop in a Lyft or an Uber or something to head somewhere else and come back, you absolutely can, and you'll know where to be. You'll have your set entry time, so you'll know when you can get into the store and come on back.
Now, another question I'm getting a lot of is, will there be exclusives on the day of?
There will indeed. More information about exactly what kind of exclusives will be posted as we get closer to the day. It is worth noting that there are not going to be numbered exclusives on the day. There will be product that is available only in the Funko Hollywood store, but as has happened in the past at some Funko events where it's like 1 of 200, 1 of 400, we're not having any like super duper limited runs. We'll have a lot of product out for everybody. Of course, we can't guarantee that every person will be able to have every single thing that they want, but if there's a particular Funko Hollywood exclusive you're not able to get on that day, there will be more of it once we restock. So store specific exclusives, yes. Hyper limited run exclusives, not for Monday.
And by the time this podcast drops, should go up on Wednesday, we'll have already revealed at least 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5.
We'll be around the halfway mark at that point. Yeah.
Cool.
So be on the lookout all week as they'll be revealing them. You will have seen them all, most likely, by the time Monday comes around. You never know, we might surprise. It could happen.
It could happen.
No guarantee it's going to happen.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big yellow.
I probably just caused a lot of problems there. Yeah.
Big yellow.
So you got to go to the
back of the box says, I like everything that's big and yellow, and I just don't know what that means. That means nothing.
No, it does not. Does it
don't
really
know
on
what
the?
that
Oh
means.
my!
I think you should walk around the
that
opening
the
saying
motto?
that.
And it's so heavy. It's so dense. It's this heavy.
I think we have
cowboy
one
with
in here.
Do we have one in here?
I don't know. I just really like it. I look at
Wait,
Big
was
Yellow
it-
and I
Not
see
anymore.
myself.
Was like what you like, you
Is
know?
it the one that
Yeah.
was in here? And if so, was it Dima?
Is Dima
And why is
secretly
it
Big
the
Yellow?
only Big Yellow that's so heavy?
What?
His is a special one.
No, they were heavy.
No, they were all heavy. So you said you got to go to, how'd you word it, the almost opening celebration the other night?
Yep, the celebration of the almost opening. Yeah.
So you've seen the store, you've been in and around the store, you probably helped stock the store.
Oh, yes.
We don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but are there a couple of highlights that you took away from getting to see inside the store that you know people will be excited about?
I think the very wide array of photo ops, like big, impactful, like a thing you can sit in or climb on or climb into for like a really, really good photo op. Just the sheer number that are in there and the amazing detail with which they've been sculpted and created, I think is going to absolutely blow people away. And then very, very close second to that is just I was saying this may actually be the largest publicly available collection of just Funko products that's ever been in one place. So just being able to walk around, I was particularly impressed with being able to see all the Loungefly stuff out. So you'll see like without spoiling exactly what's where, but like all the different, I guess, licenses of products. Like, oh my god, that backpack looks amazing. Oh my god, that other backpack looks amazing. Oh my god, I didn't even know we made that other backpack. Like, that looks amazing too. Like, I definitely, you can walk into the store and see something and think, "Ooh, that looks really cool. I'm going to come back for that." But then you'll have that same moment so many more times because there's just so much to choose from right in front of you. So pro tip: try think about doing a lap first. Take it all in. There's a lot to just be in the space, bask in it for a little bit before you. Just to see all your options before you start digging into what exactly you want to take home. Although, of course, if there's something that just grabs you right away that moves you, like.
Get on it.
Get on it.
Scoop it up.
Yeah.
Scoop it up.
Pitter patter.
Nice. I don't know if we said this earlier.
You guys are now best friends. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When I found out he liked Letterkenny, I was like, this guy's all right.
He can stay.
This guy is all
This
right.
guy is all right. That's a high compliment in Texas. You don't understand.
Really is. Yeah.
It doesn't mean he's just all right. It means something.
Sure.
I don't know if we said this a second ago, but each person who gets in got one of the tickets through the Eventbrite page when they went up has an hour and a half. Is that right?
Hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15 minutes to walk the 40,000 square feet.
Yep.
So, like you said, maybe do a lap and kind of absorb it all, check it all out, and then start getting your photos and your products. But that's a long time to go through the store. I think a lot less than what we get, or a lot more than what we gave for Funko HQ, because we can get more people through Hollywood. There's going to be a lot more in each of those waves.
Yeah, definitely.
So I wanted to point that out. Even though the people with tickets could have read that, we'll say it anyway. Any other little tidbits about the store that you wanted to share?
None leap to mind. I think definitely just taking the time to bask in the entire space. It is so big, and there's so much detail in every section, every corner of the store. I would definitely encourage visitors to take the time to take it all in. Like even if it's just a quick lap, just see everything, see how much there is, because seems like it'd be kind of a waste to although you certainly could get see the very first area and just spend the entire hour and 50 minutes in that one area. You'd have a wonderful time, but when there's so much more, at least, put eyes on it, walk the space, check it out. And also, I would encourage people to explore the rest of Hollywood Boulevard. It's a really cool neighborhood. Of course, it's world famous. If you're going to be down there, consider going down the boulevard for lunch. Go see, there's a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. There's a bunch of famous theaters. Go consider checking some of it out while you're in the neighborhood.
There's a Shake Shack right next door.
There is a Shake Shack right next door.
More importantly,
I mean, I don't know where you're coming from. You may not have seen a Shake Shack before. That could be equally as amazing. I was actually. Do you guys have any other questions about the store or for Spencer while I look up something I wanted to check out?
I don't think so. I think you explained it really well. I haven't seen it yet. Cameron has, but I'm excited to go down and check it out and see all the fans. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
after the grand opening, it's just going to be open as a store.
I
could try to go in on Tuesday if I wanted.
You can. Well, Cameron, maybe. Anyone else? Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Starting on Tuesday, November 19th, the store will be open, standard business hours, standard entry procedure, no wristbands required, every day of the week.
Is there a line, like, queue out front? Like, if that happens Tuesday morning?
Most likely, as we do for the HQ store here, like if there's a group before we open, there will be a designated like queuing area. And as always, as we do for the HQ store here, we always want to be good neighbors. So, you know, wherever queuing may take place, be mindful of like entrances and exits of other buildings. Don't queue up across the street and block traffic because that is unsafe, and we don't want anyone to be in an unsafe situation. We want to be good neighbors. We want to show how positive the Funko community is. And we want to make a positive introduction to the Hollywood neighborhood.
I think it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like you said, be good neighbors, be good fanatics. There are probably going to be some people there who didn't come to Funko HQ. This is their first type of event like this. Be a good fanatic. Help out your friends. Explain how things are working. To help each other out with the line situation and the armband situation. Be nice to one another. I think that goes a long way for making it a really fun day, a memorable day for the right reasons. And I went to Twitter because earlier I said we tweeted out a few things about the store opening, and somebody said, I want to know more. And I was like, well, what do you want to know? So here's what else he wants to know. Comic Zombie, I'm shouting you out. He wanted to know, will we have any artists available at the Funko Hollywood opening?
I don't know. We're just going to have to see.
Oh,
we're gonna
We're
see
going
what
to
happens.
have to see.
Space robots.
Space robots.
So there is a possibility there, Comic Zombie. Special guests. Will there be any special guests there other than all of us from Funko?
Well, before I can say that before the first wave goes in, there is going to be a brief ribbon cutting ceremony featuring CEO Brian Mariotti and a couple of other very, very special guests, including a representative from the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, who is formally welcoming us. We have a special custom Funko ribbon to cut. I also learned that I learned that we have our own ceremonial ribbon cutting scissors from the HQ store. So we had
Is
that.
the ribbon blue? I'm curious.
It is. It is the official. It is the official
Funko
Funko Blue.
Blue.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Except no substitutes. So he will be there, and as he's able, I know he certainly expressed an interest in popping over to the parking lot to do a little glad handing and kind of wave to the community. So keep an eye out. You never know who might be coming through.
There you go. All right, Comic Zombie, we answered your questions. Maybe not directly, but you
They're
get an
answered.
idea of what we're hinting
Yeah.
at.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, I think that is all the time we have for today. I really thank you for joining us, Spencer. We look forward to the grand opening. I know the fans will now come hunt you down.
Yep.
To say hi.
It is my pleasure. I'm very happy to be supporting this amazing community. Even before I joined Funko, I knew sort of peripherally about the community, and I had heard very good things about it. And it's really cool to be working for and supporting such an awesome group of people and fans.
Good thoughts to go out on, I think.
Yeah.
All right, we have a tradition here on the Funcast. I think you're aware of it. We each have a saying, a sign-off that we use at the very end. I say Nerds Unite.
I also say Nerds Unite.
That's interesting.
I also say Nerds Unite.
Wow.
We synchronize.
I feel
real
pressured to
shift.
say Nerds Unite.
We
Should
really,
all
we
say
should
Nerds
all.
Unite?
I think. I mean, it's our classic catchphrase.
It is, yeah. I mean, we do it every time.
We harmonize.
Hour? Hour?
Well, Ashley really came up with it, I think.
Yeah.
Well, give credit where credit's due, I guess.
Sorry.
Just
So
between
it's-
me and you, Spencer, we'll have a little sidebar here as Texas boys.
Oh, I really wonder what they're talking about.
I
over
want to
there.
be a Texas boy.
What would your sign-off be, sir?
I suppose my sign off would be nothing to it but to do it.
Oh, that's great.
Nothing
Wow,
to
that's
it
so
but
PR.
to do it. Also, space robots. So,
Space robots.
Yeah.
our weird thing we do is I count down 3, 2, 1, and then we all sign off at the exact same time. Don't ask me why, but it's what we do. Are you ready?
I am ready.
3, 2, 1.
I
Keep
want
Three,
to
two,
popping.
let's do it.